We get why you don't really know that it's about your own vibrational balance, because your own vibrational balance is so often affected by your observation of what's going on with others. So you associate it with them rather than with you. You don't accept that it's a focusing thing with you. You think it's a behavioral thing with them that you just happen to be focused upon. If you weren't doing that, I wouldn't be noticing it. So if you'll stop doing it, I'll feel better. And we say, if you'll stop noticing it, you'll feel better too. Yeah, but they're doing it right in front of me. And how can I not notice something that's going on right in front of me? Well, you have to practice. Yeah, but if I ignore them, then there's a whole world of pain around that. And we say, you sort of do that to each other. As you got started early on, you noticed that your behavior did affect opinions of others. And so we're just going to say to you in a very blunt way, just to get things off on the right foot here, you played to their opinion instead of to your own alignment. Without meaning to, you played to their opinions, which meant you separated yourself from your own vibrational guidance system that let you know what the balance of vibration going on within you is. And so as you become less aware, we're not talking about you specifically, but mass consciousness in general, who is made up of a lot of yous, became sort of detached from what felt good to you as you began to play to what felt good to others. And in the process, you sort of lost yourself. And that's really what this gathering is about. It's about helping you to push the reset button, to restore yourself to your own guidance system. You've come into this physical body with powerful reason, but the reason is not what humans think it is. The reason is not because you've got to fix something or prove something. The reason is because this is the potential for joyous life experience, and you are source energy beings who reside in love, and you've come forth to have lovely life experiences, you see. And it's important to know that you don't have to wait for everybody else or anybody else to figure this out before you begin living in resonance with who you are. But it is important that you figure out that how you feel matters, and that how you feel is your emotional guidance system that lets you know how much of source you are allowing to flow to you and through you in this moment, or how depleted you are. So you knew that this time-space reality would be a perfect environment with enough variety that you would be able to focus yourself within it and come to your own personal choices. And you also knew that without that variety that you could not focus, and you also knew that the choices that you made or would be making are important. You came expecting there to be enough variety that you would come to your own conclusions, that your own personal desires would hatch within you. And you knew that that hatching of a new desire and that movement of the energy that happens when a new desire is hatched, you knew that that would be life-giving. You almost knew that it would be breathtaking. You knew that you would like it, and so you came forth. You are the creator of your own reality. No one else is. But sometimes you create your own reality by default because you don't know how it is that you're creating it. You think that your words are the basis of your creation, or your behavior or action. And while sometimes your words are inspired from that greater alignment and power, and sometimes your behavior is inspired from that greater alignment or power, often you're out there sort of on the raw and ragged edge, offering your words or offering your behavior with a vibration within you that is contradictory to your own desire. So you are often creating things that you do not want, and it's why you have fashioned so many really amazing stories about how things come or don't come to you. We want you to leave here knowing that there's only one reason that things come or don't come to you. It's the vibration that you are offering. So today we want to help you to sort out your own vibrational patterns, to understand why you're offering vibrations in the way you do, to understand that law of attraction is a powerful law that is the engine of everything that is. And that law of attraction is always bringing more of that which is likened to itself unto it. So when you get a little thought going and you maintain it for a little while, that thought picks up speed. And the more speed it picks up, the more powerful it is. Until eventually you could choose a thought of despair, or a thought of something unwanted, a thought of hatred, or a thought of defense. You could get one of those thoughts going within you that could be so active and therefore have so much momentum that it could actually interfere with the well-being of source that is flowing to you at all times. And when that happens, that's when you start questioning, isn't anybody looking out for me? Am I unworthy? But when you understand your vibrational nature and you feel for resonance with the source within you, and you catch your thoughts in the early subtle stages before the momentum of them is so strong, and you get so that you're directing your thoughts in powerful ways, you'll begin to feel as if you are worthy beyond your ability to describe it, because all of the forces of the universe, seen and unseen, are backing you up in your absence of resistance and yielding to you the path of least resistance that leads you to anything and everything that you desire. You could sit in your home on one side of the world in this alignment of energy, feeling your well-being and feeling love for mankind. And you could focus upon a situation in another part of the world, not in blame, not in struggle, not in worry, not in doubt, not in hatred, but in sheer and genuine appreciation for your fellow humans, wanting them to eat also, wanting them to live life well also. And in your alignment and focus, you could affect an outcome without traveling to that place, without sending your dollars, with the power of your deliberate focus, because you are the creator of your reality. And anything that you give your attention to is part of your reality. So you have the potential in your physical body to become, in any moment, a vibrational match to that broader perspective, or to separate yourself from it. Now, isn't it logical that there would be a sort of normal separation as you are reaching into that which is new? If source energy has become, as a result of all that has been lived, then isn't it logical that you've come forth into a new environment to go into new expansive experiences? And when you do, there is a momentary, and we're using that word lightly, we would like it to be a momentary. There is a momentary, separation is too strong of word, but difference in your vibration. In other words, when you're reaching to a place that you have not been before, there is a reaching into a vibration that does not feel normal to you. That vibration is different from the vibration that you have previously established. When you are able to understand the vibration that you're offering in relationship to the vibration of that larger part of you, and you're able to bring yourself into vibrational alignment, that's where ease is. That's when you feel clarity. That's when you feel vitality. That's when you are at your most frisky. That's when you feel the most adventurous. That's when you feel the most eager and passionate about life. That's when you feel appreciation and love. When you feel any of those emotions, you're not experiencing any split energy. You've not introduced in this moment, which is where all your power is and where all your guidance is, where all your emotion is, where all your resonance or not is. When you feel your emotions are letting you know what your vibrational mix is. And if you don't pay attention to what your mix is, it just becomes a stronger mix, because law of attraction is a very powerful thing, isn't it? When you think a thought and you focus there for as little as 17 seconds, momentum ensues. Because once you cross that 17-second mark, another thought like it joins it. And as you keep that going, more and more and more momentum happens, which means more and more attraction power. You came specifically wanting to express yourself in an environment where your thoughts produced response, because you are a creator. And creating is something that is your nature, but it is also something that is your life. It is also something that is the reason for the expansion of all that is. So the very continuation of that which we all are is about new thoughts, new ideas, new expansion. When you have desires that have not yet manifested fully, but you're still feeling good, that means you are in vibrational resonance with the fulfillment of the desire, which means you're on the path, you're on the track. It means you're not introducing any resistance with your awareness that it hasn't happened yet. And in that not introducing of resistance and in that resonance with it, then not only must it come, and relatively soon, but you're having a nice ride on the way to it. That's nice, isn't it? It's hard for you to hear, but it's that ride on the way to it that you all came for. None of you said, I'll go there and get it done, because you all knew that there is no getting it done. You knew that you never get it done. You knew that you can't get it wrong and you never get it done, and you expected it to be pleasurable along the way. So if it's pleasurable along the way, then all is well. You're in resonance. You're fulfilling your reason for being here. You're tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Life is unfolding just the way you planned. But if you're feeling anxious or frustration or anger or guilt or blame, or worse, if you're feeling depressed or powerless, then those feelings are an indication that whatever you're focused upon has got a vibration activated within you that is causing you to introduce resistance into your vibrational equation. And everything about your happiness, everything about your productivity, everything about your success, and from our point of view, success really is happiness, but you call it other things like gathering of assets or gathering of wonderful relationships, all of that. We want all of that for you. But when you begin understanding the balance of energy within you, and you understand that everything is only about that, then life becomes fun. Together, it is our expectation that you will find greater resonance with who you are as a result of playing with us here today. Because the words that we speak are coming from the core of that which is you. Something that's known very clearly on a vibrational level. And the whole point of this gathering is to help what is vibrational become more obvious to you. You are such good translators of vibration, you don't even know you're doing it. Most humans don't accept, they don't know, they don't think about the fact that you are vibrational in nature. So instead of having your finger on the pulse of the creation as it's happening, which is feeling it as it is unfolding, instead, you wait until it has unfolded dramatically enough that you can see it, or hear it, or smell it, or taste it, or touch it, and then you turn your attention to it. But by then, there's a lot of momentum going. And so, this gathering is going to be primarily focused upon these factors. You are vibration, whether you know that you are or not. And you have the ability to understand your vibrational nature with far less effort than it takes to learn QuickBooks on your computer. You have the ability to understand your vibrational nature. And when you do, when you understand it and begin focusing deliberately with an ear to the ground of how that focus resonates with who you really are, now you're back on your track. And now life will begin unfolding in a way that is truly satisfying to you. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. It is exhilarating to us. And exhilaration is not a big enough word. Satisfaction is not a big enough word. It is pleasing is not a big enough word. It is life-giving. That's a big enough word. It is life-giving to us to visit with you in this format and feel